Trick Daddy, you got it, baby. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Let's go.
If you want some, come get some. Cause where I'm from, we so big. And everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it. And I want answers now. Who, what, where, why? See, a lot of dudes like to act the fool now.
Good morning, folks. I quit my job today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Usually that's not a congratulatory moment, but we
Right.
all know. Y'all heard us always say said job.
Said job and suck my said dick.
I'm surprised you went with that intro. I thought you was going ABC intro.
Well, no. So yeah, I still got to figure out why the intro was all tiny and annoying. So,
okay.
I'm like, it bothers me so much. I should have done Nas though. I saw that down at the bottom. I messed up. Yeah, but I'm a weird perfectionist, and that like irked me. So it would have put me on tilt. So, boys and girls, this is Rich. That is Jermaine. We are doing part 3 of this 4-part series of the ABCs of things we like. That's what we did the first part 1 and 2. And this is part 3 of the ABCs of the things we, I guess, strongly dislike. Or like the least. Yeah. I don't know why I can't figure out a good way to like verbalize
A good
that.
way to say that. I mean, things we don't like or think we don't favor or things that are unfavorable. I don't know.
Because I mean, the ABC, the first one was like our favorite things, right?
Yeah.
So, like, you can't say the ABCs of our non-favorite thing. You sound like an idiot. But you also can't say these are things that I hate because that's way too extreme. So it's
That's
like
extreme. Yeah.
These are the things that I do not
least favorable. Can't you say least favorable? I mean, that sounds okay.
It seems like a lot of syllables, man. I don't know.
Or unfavorable.
Yeah. Shit that sucks. ABCs. There we go. All right. So my man Jermaine has a late night today. So we're going to jump right into this. We're going to try to keep this under an hour because really we're going A through M today. So does not really need to be that long of a show here. So I sparked it off last time. You spark it off this time.
All right. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not in a hurry. I mean, I got to say, I definitely got work and things to do, but at the same time, this is our passion. It's my baby. So I got the time.
Well, I thought you said your boyfriend was coming over, man. Like, I don't want to like out you or nothing, but sorry, we were talking off camera.
Wow.
He's like, I got a hot date later.
He just threw something in there. Oh, man. No one's coming over here. My first one, we're going to go with A. And
you're just going to skip over that one?
What'd you say?
You said no one's coming over. I was like, yeah, I know. They're coming in you.
Didn't see that. Didn't hear that. I said see that. I didn't hear that.
Oh. That's why it's called a back shot.
Oh, man. Y'all don't believe none of his comments. He's always tagging me up with these unfavorable things or tags. I love women and women only. Get that
they just
correct.
Love him. That's the problem.
Not all of them. No, they don't. Hey, unfavorable thing that I think of. A, arrested.
Ooh. Okay.
And trust me, I've been arrested plenty of times, and there's no fun arrest that exists. So
I would assume as much. Yeah. Doesn't look endearing.
yeah, that was the first thing that came in my mind, and I'm sticking with it. Yeah, definitely.
There's definitely no black jokes coming in there at all.
Oh,
Not at all.
You
None.
know,
I would
none of
never
them were
do
coming.
that.
I would never.
Ever.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Not
Nope.
biased at all in that way.
No. Mm-mm. Never. No, that's a good one. I didn't really go that way because white, so I didn't really think that.
He said, I don't have that problem.
Yeah, no, I'm usually the rusty, so yeah, it's fine. No, so I did anxiety. Anxiety is a bitch, man.
Yeah.
It's such a terrible, irrational, dumb emotion that manifests itself in so many different ways. Such a frustrating thing because, like, there's a saying, right? Anxiety is like sitting in a rocking chair. You can do it all day, but you're not going to get anywhere. Yeah, that sounds fucking great in theory, but you put yourself in an anxiety-ridden, okay, like said job, right? I got to the point where the night before I worked, my chest would hurt. I wouldn't be able to sleep.
Same here.
It's about going to this. You told me a story how in the shower.
Yes.
Days where you're like
They-
palpitations about going into this. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I told you, like you said the night before. I mean, I was like, like in the shower, getting ready to go, and like,
right.
in the middle of the shower, I had to stop and pause and like breathe, like, because I'm like, I really did not want to go in. That's how bad it had got. It was,
Yeah.
man. And some people's anxiety can control their life. I mean, like,
Right.
not saying that I'm totally immune to it, but at the same time,
You have control.
I don't think that, I just have, some people have anxiety attacks or panic attacks out of nowhere, and I've definitely witnessed, someone going through that, live and up close. I've even heard it over the phone or had a couple people that reported to me that had, these episodes and stuff like that. But, some people, it's really, really, really bad. And
Right.
I would hate to have, that level of anxiety where, I'm almost, I ain't gonna say fabricating.
crippled. You get crippled by it, man. Like, it can
Yeah.
cripple you. It can just. Now, luckily, that's not. Well, I mean, I think anxiety is probably one of the more common things you can have, right? Because there's so many things that can make you anxious, and there's so many different levels of it. But it's just, I think it's one of those things where I hate it because it's explained to you where it's something that's in your control, but when you're going through it, you don't really feel in control of it. And all the ideas and theories and things that you're told, oh, well, just don't think about it. If I could fucking do that, I wouldn't have anxiety there, dickhead. Like,
Let me ask you a question with that.
Yeah.
Do you think the fact that we play fantasy football that we've been able to tame it better? Because I mean, you could have anxiety just thinking about what's going to happen Sundays and Mondays. I mean, you could let that overtake you.
if you don't think I'm anxious about what my lineup is already, if you don't think after I know that I've won,
Yeah.
I'm not already looking at my lineup like, all right, what am I going to do? What are we going to do? We'll be looking at the matchups here. Like, that is, but that's a fun anxious. So I
Yeah.
think,
But
Yeah.
I'm saying, do you think having that experience and dealing with it that regularly that you have a better grip
I
or
never thought
control
about that,
over
man,
it?
but that's actually a great point, though. I never thought about that.
Not saying that people that have it really bad, the doctor
No,
just
that's
write
not
a
gonna-
script and just say,
Yeah.
play some fantasy football, and here you go.
Football, it's definitely not going to hurt your anger or frustration. It'll be fine. No, that's a really good.
Just
I never-
prescribe you some fantasy football. Like, here's a league, pay your dues, and here you go.
Oh, that's a great point, man. I never thought about that. I can't say it hurts. I don't know how much it helps, but I feel like you definitely are able to you're able to compartmentalize some of that anxiety and pick your battles a little bit.
hmm
That's good. Ooh, all right, let's go to the next one because that I could riff on that for a while. That's damn. Look at
All
you all.
right.
Look at that big head actually being useful. Look at that. Atta boy.
It ain't just shiny all the time.
I
Sometimes it
know.
works.
Some stuff in there. It's good.
All right, B. I don't know. And I thought about this. Like I told you, I started making this because we didn't get a chance to do it last week because of you, you know, your work that you had to get done. But I thought about this last week. First word that came to mind that people don't like to be that starts with the letter B is broke.
Hey, all right. Fair.
Nobody wants to be. There's no fun in being broke. There's no, oh man, I'm broke. I can't wait to be broke.
I always go back to that idea of like money doesn't buy happiness. And I always go back to the whole like, you show me a happy broke person, dummy.
Yeah. Where they're not, I mean, they're just on the street down at the south side or they're somewhere and they're just cheery as hell. Like, I'm broke and I love it. Like, no.
No. No. You know what being broke does? It causes anxiety.
Not knowing where your next meal coming from, not knowing where your next night you laying your head down. That whole money can't buy you happiness or whatever. There was a rap lyric, I think it was Snoop Dogg or Dog Pound. It was like, money can't buy me love, but it can rent me some pussy. So
hey,
money definitely, I mean, for some people to sit there and say, you know, money doesn't solve all problems. I guess you're I guess you're right, but I want to say it can solve about 95% of them.
Right. Majority of your problems come from money.
From not having, lack of money.
It is the root of all evil, and they don't call it that. They don't say that cliche for no reason. It's based on some truth. So,
but somebody will come out and say, somebody that is rich will come out and say, well, I have all these problems and I'm filthy rich. That's because I don't. I'm not saying that you can't have problems because, I mean, some of the most problematic people are, you know, the filthy rich, where they don't know what to do. I guess they never had to struggle, so I guess they never thought about that, and they took on other things that that's a problem to them. I don't know. I mean, for me,
rich people
like you
are
said,
generally pretty fucking stupid. Honestly, they're short-sighted, they're pretentious, and they don't really. They may be business savvy, but they're morally broke. So,
yeah, for me, rich people, it's two different types. If you started off not that wealthy and you built your wealth, you're a lot more appreciative, and I respect that person a little bit more as opposed to someone born right into it and they never had to work a day in their life. They don't appreciate nothing about it. Yeah, those are the people that, you know, they find a way to kill themselves or something like that because they take a small problem and they magnify it to the highest power, and they don't realize that, you know, people want to kill to be in your shoes to have the money you have.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, that definitely makes sense. I'm going boring. B is bugs. Bugs suck. It's super annoying, man. I can't. I just. I'm not afraid of them. I'm just like, dude, I could be absolutely fine without you being a thing.
He disrespected the whole insect world.
The whole bug hood. I'm just like, nah, I'm all set, man. Like,
if you die and come back reincarnated, you're gonna come back as a lanternfly. You'll be like, oh man.
And they're such a dumb animal too. They don't even fly. They glide and just slam into shit. And they have like a hard shell. And they're just like, Hugh! I'm like, okay.
Like, what are they even eating? Like, I don't see them eating anything.
They eat like they ruin flowers and like they're an absolutely invasive species. Like they are pains in the dick. But like they won't really bother you except they'll like dive bomb you and just fucking land on you and make you jump. But like
plenty of times
they don't hurt you. They're just like, get the fuck off.
They don't bite. Yeah, they don't do anything. I mean, I remember I was coming out of the Burger King. I'm eating some fries and some ketchup, and one just flew into my arm, and like it almost like it landed in my ketchup, and I'm like, what the heck? But he didn't try to bite or didn't want anything. That's why I was just like, what do they even want? What is?
Right.
Why are they here? Like, all right.
Landing flies are like the bums that try to like squeegee your windshield. Like, they are. They're just like,
Hey, if you'll get out of here.
right. Just like, I'm not giving you shit.
All right.
Okay.
Are we going in the C?
Yeah.
Of course, my C is related to my A. Cops. I'm sorry.
Hey, yeah.
Those of you that are in law enforcement, I know you're a great person. Probably not. I've never had a favorable experience with any cop, even cops that's supposed to be helping you, or they come on the scene to an accident or something like that.
Yeah.
I just never had a good experience. There's been times that I'm in the back seat and I'm in the car and I'm the only black guy in the car and the car is filled. The guy pulls the white guy over that I'm with, and he skips past him and asks, can he see my license and ID? And I'm in the back seat. I'm like, what do you need my identification for? What, you think I got these people in here hostage?
Yeah.
Like, what? Even the driver looked, he was like, why are you asking for his information? I'm the one driving. Like, I don't know. Cops.
We have reason to believe that you switched chairs in between the stopping of the car.
There's like a little, compartment seat that I just hit the button, I laid down and I slid underneath and somehow got in the back, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't want to go just that route. So I did throw in change. Some people, it's good. Some is bad. For me, change, a lot of people are a little bit reluctant to change. They can't get comfortable with it. But for me, change is bad at first because, people, they get complacent. They don't want to change. And then after a while, you learn that, there's some good things about the change. So, just in my recent experience of, my whole situation this past couple of years since we started the pod, just adapting to change. So change can be good and bad, but at first it's bad. It seems bad.
Yeah. Okay. I went corporations.
They all bad.
Yeah, like the big conglomerates, man, it just seems like the bigger you are, the less people matter to you. And that's employee-wise, consumer-wise. And I get it, not everything can be a mom and pop shop. I understand that, man. But you just hear so many horror stories. We were both part of a very large corporation. And fuck that place. Yeah, absolutely. Fuck it right in its dirty pussy. Like, that's where.
Damn.
Like, it's just.
A lot of the corporations don't realize the reason why they became so successful is because they did care, and then they just get too big. Yeah, they just get too big for themselves, and they forget about the consumer.
Yeah, they just forget about people, and they get too caught up in what they have become that they forget how things actually work. And then they make change that they have no idea how that actually affects the people that they're asking to utilize said change. So
happen at said job all the time where big processes and changes and policies came down.
Hey, by the way, fuck Comcast. There you
go. Well, that's your C, huh?
I guess it don't matter now, does it? So said job can actually use another C word. They can suck my cock.
I'm just saying that all policies and procedures, all these changes were being made by a bunch of people in rooms that were so far removed from the front line that they have no idea what the frontline representatives have to deal with, when you make these swooping changes. So
Right.
yeah, terrible.
Yep.
All right, into the D's.
Yeah.
I told you before when I was describing the situation that happened with my car being totaled and then also being moved out of my house within 2 weeks. I think D is probably the most negative letter in the English language because you can come up with so many words that are negative connotations. Remember, I named a ton of them that day. I was like, defeat, disturbed, um, this disaster. I mean, like, there's just tons of D's. I mean, I can just keep naming D words, but I just think that D, you got a plethora of words you can use. But I'll start with defeat. But I think you can come up with the most unfavorable situations that start with the letter D. There's a ton of
Okay. Fair enough. I went dentist.
them.
Yeah.
Your recent experience.
I
But you
went dentist.
you think it's a very unfavorable? I mean, even though they are, I
Not
mean, it might be
fucking enjoyable.
painful. It's not
Not
enjoyable.
fucking
I
enjoyable.
mean, but you're doing something for yourself down the
I get it.
road, right? I mean,
I get it. I think just so many people have like an inherent fear of the dentist, right? And
mhm,
it's just because it's something that's being like you're just your mouth is so important,
mhm.
and it's just like you hear the drills, all the scary noises, all the sharp little pokey things, and all like it's just you never hear those people freaking out when they have to go to the eye doctor,
No,
So
it's such a sensitive area, and like you said, I mean, even since I was a kid, I don't recall ever being excited to go to the dentist. I mean, because I
Yeah.
was just thinking to myself, it's a shot, I mean, and they shoot you in the gum, and oh man, as a kid, some of that pain was just like, oh man, it was painful.
Yeah.
Kids is cavities, kids is cavities, and then when you get older, it's root canals, and it's never a fun experience. But you got to get it done. That's
Right.
about the only positive that's comes out of it.
Yeah.
All right. E. I don't know why this came to be my first word. I was on a law enforcement kick. I went from arrested to cops. Execution. That's the most extreme form of it, but
Yeah, you
for
kind of went down a rabbit hole there, bub. But all right.
I got arrested from a cop, and then I'm being executed in in the jail. So I have execution.
Okay. I went eggs. Fucking gross.
Really?
The fucking smell of eggs is goddamn terrible.
You can't eat them?
I don't like the fucking texture, and get that shit out of here. Eggs
So
are
you
gross.
can't eat boiled eggs. You can't eat scrambled eggs. Nothing.
I just don't.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. I'm big into smells, man. Like
I'll have
that
some
shit is
eggs.
gross.
I'm sorry. I'm a fan of the eggs. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the sunny side up ones. I don't like those ones where, the yolk is all there and all slimy and shit. Yeah, I ain't into that one. But scrambled eggs, some cheese, or even an omelet or something. Oh, man. And I go boiled eggs as well. Wow. So you don't like deviled eggs or no?
Motherfucker, what did you not understand about
I know.
eggs?
I'm sitting there trying to come up with one like as if you're going to be like, oh, yeah, I
You're
do like
convincing me
that
more
one.
about eggs than the job convinced me to stay. Shit. Like, what if you had like a poached egg? Motherfucker,
Yeah.
stop
Easter eggs. I know.
it.
Cadbury egg.
There we go.
Yeah. All right. So you at least like that one.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Let's get into F. I had one, but then I added a couple.
Okay.
First one was failure. Just no one wants to be a
Right.
failure or considered a failure, or no one wants to fail at anything. And then I tacked on job related, fired. Nobody wants to hear they've been fired or anything like that unless you intentionally wanted to. But that's called resignation, not fire.
Voluntarily firing, yes.
Yeah. And my last one is just fucked. Like you don't want to hear, you don't want to be in a situation where I'm like, man, I got fucked. Unless you're getting fucked by somebody you want to get fucked by. But I'm talking about usually means like fucked over, like or
Right.
you know, like man, you're up the shit, you're up the creek, you know, you're totally fucked. No one wants that. Well, those are my three F's.
Okay. Fantasy football.
You hate it?
Yes, I hate it and I love it. That's why it was my favorite and my least favorite thing.
That was my favorite. Yeah.
It is an absolute roller coaster of emotions, and
Yes, it is.
you hate it when you're playing it and you don't have a shot, and you just feel like you wasted your week, and you've got to reevaluate what you did. It sucks. It's no fun.
It is sweat. It is definitely a sweat.
Well, it's a sweat when it's
Close.
It's bad when it's not a sweat. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Because if you're way too up or you're way too down, it's like this isn't any fun.
Yeah.
You know, so you kind of want that sweat, but then when you're in the middle of the sweat, you're like, I don't want the sweat. All right, I got my adrenaline rush. Now I need to have like a 60-yard tutty, and so I can be cool now and happy. So,
oh, that's funny you say that. I mean, there's games that I have been up, and I'm still watching my other players play, but it isn't as fun if you're blowing them out. Like if you're over 20 points. I guess it doesn't really seem fun, but yesterday I had to sweat it out. I'm sitting up there watching every play, every yard.
And it was exciting though, right?
Yeah.
Like it was exciting.
It was exciting, but it was nerve-wracking because of the commercials in between. It's like, if y'all don't hurry up, because I mean, I had somebody going from the Saints and Kansas City kept getting the ball. I'm like, man, if y'all don't get the ball into Kamara's hands.
Mm-hmm.
And he had me scared for a while, but then he finally made that catch that put me over by, a couple points. And I was just like, even if he fumbled, I'm going to still be okay. So to get to that point. But so he said fantasy good and bad. I think better, more positive than negative as far as, I mean, even if I'm, I got a league where I'm terrible. I'm 1-4 in, but I'm still putting up a lineup. I'm not going to give up. I'm just not one of those people. Like, I'm not one of those people that just, totally forget it, stop setting my lineup and all of that. I don't care if I'm playing the best team in that week. I'm aiming for you.
Absolutely.
I intend to win. Yeah. All right. For G, I don't know why I didn't come up with more than this one, but I got goodbye. Like, no one really likes somebody you care about or something you care about, and it's a goodbye moment. It's a little sad. So, yeah, that's all I can think of with G. That's bad. Goodbye.
Funny enough, I did the same thing for F that I did for G. It was my good and bad gambling.
Oh yeah.
It's a bunch of fun when you're up, but whenever you lose and you're like, shit, I should have stopped. You can't hit redo on that. So now I don't do it a lot, but when I do, it's a bit of an experience. So you never obviously want to lose when you're doing that, but tends to sting a little bit more when you rarely do it and you lose. So
yeah, I always said I say it every year. I gotta get into, because I mean, you and Babs, I know y'all just did some recent ones and y'all both won, and I'm like, man, I could be picking up that extra little bit of cash, and it's like,
yeah.
But I just never sit down and do it. I keep saying I gotta do it. I keep procrastinating, but I never do it. Never do it. Look, I don't want to get hooked. Tell you that.
I get it. I mean, it's easy to do that, but you just have to have that willpower to realize, okay, I'm going to get in, get my money. I'm going to make really, really smart bets and, not do these long shot things that people like to do just collect easy wins and be out. I only use the promos. Like when the promos happen, that's what I do. I'm like, okay, cool. We do that.
Yeah.
It's an easy double up, and I'm out. Like
I think I
literally-
got a good
literally
control.
bet- I literally bet I win it, then I immediately withdraw it and put it right back in the bank account.
Yeah, I think I got a good control. I mean, I'm just not a big gambling person. I mean, even when I go to, the casino, I mean, that new casino in Pittsburgh, I've probably only been there maybe 3 times in my whole life or something like that. But I'm just not a big gambler. So I think I got a good control over it. It's just when it involves football, the only gambling I do is the fantasy football, but that's a whole couple months bet. That's not a instantaneous.
That counts.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, those little parlays and stuff like that, I mean, they look enticing. And like I said, y'all both had
parlays are bad. Just do straight bets.
Straight up.
Yeah.
But y'all both won that night. I was just like, man.
Oh yeah, it was a promo. Like the over under was 34.5 for that game. I'm like, that's easy money. So, quick double up of money, 25 to get 50. Withdrew it. There we go. 25 up.
Yeah. I would do it like that. Yeah, if I did, it would be small. Like I'm not anything beyond $50, I'm not even thinking about. Same thing when I go to the casino. Like I go in there and I might have to take 50 to spin. Once I lose that, I'm walking around, just looking around. I'm not I don't have the desire to hurry up and try to win that back.
Yeah, that's a dangerous game. That's a lot of people end up doing though, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right. We're
H.
moving on to
H here.
I got a few of these. First one that came to mind was Ho.
You like hoes. Get out of here.
No. Well, not if I'm trying to be with one. I'm trying to be with someone. I don't want them to be a hoe, but hoes for somebody else, I guess they ain't bad. Hiccups. Nobody likes the hiccups.
Ooh, those are
Like, who the hell wants the hiccups? I've never heard anyone say, man, yeah, I got the hiccups. And last one is homeless. Nobody wants to be homeless. I mean,
not ideal. I've heard it's not a great way to go. No.
Nope. Teetered on that fine line for a minute. So yeah, and I know the uncomfortability of that one.
Fair enough. I want hamburger.
What?
Yeah.
You don't.
No, you need to be a cheeseburger. Get that hamburger bullshit out of my fucking face.
What if you had a cookout and they ain't got no cheese slices on the thing and they just getting burgers right off the grill?
I'm gonna be going somewhere else then.
He said I'm at the wrong cookout.
Right. If you can't afford cheese, I don't need to be at your poor ass cookout.
I think that's probably the only time that I don't have cheese on my burgers is somewhere where like a cookout or something where they got burgers and they don't necessarily have the cheese. And I just, tear it up. But yeah, most of the time you do gotta get a cheeseburger. But I was about to say, like, what are you talking about? Okay. So he made a distinction between hamburger and cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I was about to ask a dumb question. I was about to say, is it really that bad without the cheese? But I think.
I mean, it's tolerable, but like, no, fuck you.
The cheese does make a difference. Man, I'm on and I really went hard here with the law enforcement. I got incarcerated. It's the same thing as arrested, but hey, I couldn't think of nothing too much for eyes.
Really?
Curious to see what yours is.
So, I mean, I went idiots.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. I have a very large issue with stupidity. It irritates me to no end. It really, really bothers me. Like if you're ignorant to something, that is okay. But if you're just
Oh,
like
that's a good eye. Ignorance. You just
Yeah.
don't know. But go ahead.
like that's okay. But idiots tend to think that they know and will double down and they're wrong. And that just bothers me.
So someone that's a confident wrong person
Oh God, fuck
is an
off.
idiot. Huh? Is that
Fuck
that the
off.
definition of an idiot? A confident wrong person?
Get get all the diseases, please. Get all the diseases. The worst.
All right. Round in the mountain here.
Okay, Jay.
Jay, I got something similar to what you just said. I just, the only thing I had was jerk. I mean, you're
Okay.
idiot, jerk, same thing. I mean, same vein. It's kind of hard to come up with a, well, I guess, Pittsburgh, some old Jagoff or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But jerk,
Yeah.
same equivalent.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'm jumping in your book here. I went jail. I've never been, but I guess just the idea of jail, just having your freedom raped away because
Yeah.
you did. Now, because you did some shit, so you earned it. Well, depending on it depends what color you are. Let's be honest. So
Yeah.
let's really be real here. But
Mm-hmm.
let's just assume that America isn't fucked up, and we'll say that if you were in jail, you earned jail. Just having that gone, that's fucking terrible, man. Like that is no way to live. That is a literal rat in a cage. So yeah, no bueno, man.
Yeah. I've told, buddies, friends, and people, plenty of times. I think jail or prison really serves its purpose. I mean, for someone to take away your freedom to eat when you want to eat,
Right.
sleep when you want to sleep comfortably if you want to, and then if you got a cellmate, you can share with. I mean, like, it really takes away it. That is, I mean, it really raping you of your freedom. I mean, you're less of a person, less of a man, less of a woman.
Right.
I mean, when you're in jail, you're just, I mean, Trey, it's time to eat.
You're a number.
Lights out. I mean, it could be 8 o'clock at night. You could be feeling fresh and good and well rested, or you want to read a book. Nope, lights out. Like, what? Yeah, man, that serves its purpose. That's what you got to avoid it at all costs, because having your freedom stripped away like that's a hell of a penalty.
Yeah.
It is. You're right. All right. We're to the K's. Got a couple here.
Mhm.
First one is killer. Unless I'm doing it, I'm just playing.
Killing that pussy.
Go racial here. KKK.
I
Three
figured
Ks.
it was coming.
You knew that was coming. And knockout. Now, if you're doing the knocking out,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're getting knocked
You
out,
get knocked the fuck out. Yeah, that's a problem.
that's a problem. There's no happiness behind that. No happiness behind that one.
So I'll tell you what my initial K was, and then I changed it because I had a much better one. I put Krispy Kreme. I think they're super overrated. I think they're bullshit. Like all it is, I just don't understand. Everyone's like, why everyone's dick is so hard over these donuts, or like not
They
even
do go crazy.
they ain't even that serious. But I found out a much better one, and it's fucking kids.
Damn.
Fucking hate kids. I hate them. I hate kids.
My K that was my happiness is your hate.
Fucking hate kids. Fucking over it, man.
So is that like a under 12 type of thing? I mean, because, or you mean at any When do they stop
Dude,
acting or being like a kid?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that shit out. I'm still trying to figure it out. It is a sale pending situation, but generally little kids. I fucking hate them. That's one of
Little kid, yeah. Yeah, I
Like,
think that once they get the
fuck out of them, they're like, you're filthy, dirty, annoying, fucking little. Oh god, just go to your fucking L. I'm done. Go. Ugh.
Yeah, I think as soon as they get to adolescence, like 13, 14, then, you know, they're smart, they're little smart asses, but they're not necessarily kids. Like, a
Right.
kid is like someone that is already, you know, they get on your nerves as well as they can't even handle it or take care of themselves at any
Right.
point. So they're helpless and they're annoying. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I hear you. All right. L, I have two. First one, liar. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, everyone tells a lie here and there, or, you know, like there's a difference between, hey, do I look fat in this dress, to, you know, straight up, where were you last night? You know,
No,
I mean,
you
like,
look fat in that fat. That's what happened.
he said, you look fat in that fat.
That's make me look fat. No, your fat makes you look fat.
He said, you look fat in that fat.
Look fat in this dress. No, your shitty eating habits and your lack of movement make you look fat. That's why you look fat.
Yeah, I mean, I just hate habitual, you know, liars. People that lie for no reason. I mean, I've been around people that, you know, they lie so much they don't even realize they're lying. Like, it's like, damn, it's almost like a sickness or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And if they can lie about the smoke,
pathological liar, ones that don't even,
they don't have a clue. Like, and you know, to me, if you can keep rambling off the small lies, those small lies can turn into big lies. And you know, with my ex, that was, you know, that went down quite frequently, where, you know, lies were being told about small stuff, then it would lead to big stuff, and it's like, why did you lie about that? Like, I didn't care either way what you did. Why did you lie? I don't know. I don't know. I can't stand those type of people. Lying lying for no gain. Like, most people, if they are lying, they hope to gain something from it. I'm talking about, like, there's no gain from it at all. You're just doing it to do it. Like, that pisses me off. And the last L is, you know, people, they don't want to be called it, but when you get called it, it's like, you're a loser.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be a loser, but it happens. And you just don't want to lose at certain things. I mean, that's opposite of being a winner. So,
yeah. Well, I mean, mine is losing as well.
Losing.
I'm very, very competitive, so it drives me nuts. So, you know, there's that. All right, last one on the list is M.
M, I have mad. That's all. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, fair enough.
You don't want to be mad, but
no,
whatever gets you there.
Yeah, being mad sucks. I'm going male. Going mail.
All mail? You hate mail?
How often do you get good mail? Don't worry, I'll wait. Oh, okay, that's what I thought.
I mean, I got a couple of pieces of good mail this year, just from the previous apartment. I got turned off my gas, and they owed me a refund check, so I was waiting on that. And same thing with my my insurance. Like, because I no longer have my car, the car insurance, they owe me a refund check. But other than that, all the other mail is either garbage or bills or something.
Mail? Okay, that's great. Thanks for proving my fucking point. No, that's what it is, man. You never get good mail. Like, you really don't. It's always either bullshit. Now it's all political stuff, and like little like coupon things that end up not really being coupon things, or just sales that are in store that you already knew were there, and it's like,
it's just clutter. Yeah, it's
really what it is.
Yeah, junk. We should have went up further and put junk mail, because that's all it is. Because, like you said, there isn't too much good mail. That's a good point. But recently, I know I was looking for the mail, but that was it. That's been a long time. Rare. It's been a long time. Very rare.
All right, good deal. We kept that under 40. Well, we're at 45 minutes, so we kept it definitely under an hour. So, so next week will be the N through Z. That's going to be the more interesting one because there are less words.
Mm.
That'll be fun to see what we come up with there. I know tomorrow at 10 we got football here to cover what happened over this week. Some big performances, some big things to talk about there.
Mm.
Talk about the waiver report that's going to be going down tonight. See what's happening on the waiver wire and all that fun stuff. But yeah, it's good stuff. I'm gonna enjoy the next 5 days. Not thinking about this bullshit job anymore. So
Yeah. Now that you got some, I mean, I'd call it free time, but it is free time. I mean, like, you don't have to wake up and jump on or do anything. You can relax. You ain't got no
you
plans
say
or
that.
anything, dude.
You're
I know you'll find a way to fill your day completely.
Well, that and you're also not living with a woman here, so you were forgetting that I will have things I have to do at some point.
Mhm.
Just random like, oh, what's this? Oh, it's a list I made. Fuck you. Really?
Stuff that you ain't even know exists. Can you wash the side of the garage? What?
Fuck, we don't have a garage. I know, but I'm saying though. What? What am I washing? I don't fucking know. Just get out of the house. All right, well, fair enough. Yeah. I can find myself just randomly driving somewhere like over the next few days. I don't really know where. I just may just drive around for a while, just get the fuck out of the house to do something, to feel like I'm being productive.
Yeah. Yeah, if I just had, a random 5 days of just free time, yeah, I would probably find something outside too. Just to do it because it's like I'm not gonna just sit in the house and I don't have to, So
Like I'm gonna mess around and power wash
Makes
the
sense.
power washer. Like that's what I'm end up doing. That. I'm gonna power wash the power washer. I would not doubt if at some point I buy a chainsaw over the next few days. Like, what you need it
Seriously.
for? I don't fucking know, man. I just need to do
That's what
something.
I'm gonna say. You throwing wood?
There's a tree back there. I can fuck it up. It's fine. I'll figure it out.
I say you ain't got no wood pit or anything like that. You throwing any wood into? Because
Yeah,
we
we'll
talked
figure it
about
out.
how it smells good. You like the smell?
Yeah, I mean, look, we do have a fire pit. I'm just saying.
Oh, you do? That's what I said. Do you got a fire pit?
Yeah, we do. But that is a dead tree. That is not going to burn for nothing. That is deader than Diddy's career at this point.
Man.
Diddy the Diddler. Ain't that about something? All right, we're not going to get into that.
Yeah.
But anyway, look, we will see you guys tomorrow, 10 o'clock. Thanks for popping in here. I know it's the late shows there. I get it. Not too many people pop in to the live part of it there. So on the recording, put down any listings that you have that maybe, you differ or agree with us on our list. By all means, I'm all about it. Check out the Patreon down there. It's still active. We're still waiting for some folks to throw some questions in there. We just hit 100 subs on YouTube, so that's pretty awesome for everyone that contributed to that.
Thank you.
We'll put together some giveaway. We'll pick one of the. We'll pick a random winner out of the subs there, and they'll get a little prize. It'll probably be like a Jermaine dick pic or something. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe figure it out. Who knows? But
just pass it around.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I mean that's what they did to the wife in high school. Yeah. What? It's fine. Don't worry about that. She was a hoa. All right. I'm out of here. We will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for seeing us, and yeah.
Thanks for listening. Peace.
Bye.